Everyone has a story. Stories have power. They help us understand. Jessop's Journal is a collection of powerful, positive, and inspirational stories. It's time for Jessop's Journal.
Hi, I'm Doug Jessop. Welcome to this episode of Jessop's Journal, where we share powerful, positive, and inspirational stories. This week, we're featuring music and motors. Our first guest has a powerful voice and a positive message. So yeah, not only is it our first interview, but he's also our musical guest.
Tell me where, you can sing along too. Have all the good times gone?
Cheyenne Stevens has an inspirational story of autism acceptance through her Ford Mustang named Cookie Monster.
It's my Mustang for autism acceptance.
Okay, autism acceptance. Now I've heard of autism awareness a lot, but what is autism acceptance? Everyone has a story. Objects with stories are treasures remembered. But first, Will Baxter. Will, thanks for coming. It's time to sign into Jessop's Journal.
All right. Thanks for having me, sir.
Well, thanks for coming up.
Thanks for having me.
You know, it's interesting. I call some of my interviews Small Lake City because, you know, you start talking to somebody and you find out pretty quickly that you have a connection. And weird but true, I did an interview with a guy that apparently you know, Battalion Chief Jeffrey Thomas.
That's right.
And he posted and said, hey, this is my favorite R&B guy. You know, I'm going, okay, click on it. I go to this website. I had never met you. There wasn't a picture that I saw, and I'm going, oh, I like this guy's music. I need to have you here. And so, tell me about this music thing that you've got going on.
We have an incredible group called the Will Baxter Band.
Gosh, original name, huh?
Baxter's my middle name, actually, so a little off the cuff.
Okay, I'll give you it.
We're an organ trio. Bass organ is this guy Adam Fifield, drummer Wachira Waigwastone.
Say that 3 times fast, right? What was the name again?
Wachira Waigwastone.
I like that. Okay.
Out of Ogden's own.
Okay.
And we all live here. We met almost 10 years ago.
Really?
We've been going strong for about 8 years playing, and we just love making music together.
Do you have a day gig?
I don't.
That's ballsy.
But I did.
Okay.
And that was a big step, and it took a lot of courage to quit my full-time 40-hour-a-week job to focus on getting gigs, you know, writing the music, producing the music, recording it, making all the social media crap you have to do.
Oh yeah, you know. So, what did your parents listen to music-wise when you were a kid?
My stepdad liked a lot of great music. The Doors, Creedence. I think Paul Simon was one of his favorites and is still one of my favorites. My mom liked Garth Brooks a lot, George Strait,
really?
more country.
Okay.
She grew up in Wyoming. And so it was a mix of that. He also liked classical music, everything but jazz and blues, really. That was not allowed in the house, which
and I'm
was
pretty
funny.
sure you play jazz and blues.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like one of those little caveats, huh?
I did have a best friend growing up, and his dad was the biggest R&B and Motown fan ever. I mean, his record collection is incredible.
Yeah.
And he had speakers all throughout the house, and I'd be there every day, and that music of Motown just kind of just absorbed into me, you know, osmosis or something.
So you've got a guitar here.
Here it is.
So you've been playing the guitar for how long?
Oh, you know, probably over 20 years now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. What caused you to pick that instrument?
I wanted to play the stand-up bass.
Oh, really?
I saw a jazz combo,
Okay,
and I
gotcha.
thought, wow, this instrument is huge, and the presence is just incredible. And my parents said, not a chance.
Okay.
That thing is humongous. And so they said, how about an acoustic guitar?
Okay.
And so I just started mowing lawns, you know, all summer and saving up my nickels. And I think I bought my first guitar with my savings when I was 14 or 15.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
And I still have the second guitar I bought, and it means a lot. You know, there's some time you spend with something like that, and you develop a relationship. This is definitely far and above the best guitar I've played, and so it's nice to see that progression, you know.
Well, talking about, you know, when you get into a relationship, it seems to me, maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like a lot of your music is based on relationships.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't, the cool thing I really liked about your music is you're not doing, I mean, yeah, I guess you could do covers, but you do your own stuff. And you write things, and there was this one song that I heard called I Need You. Okay? There's got to be a story behind that one.
There probably is.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, come on, dish.
I had a partner,
Okay.
and we were going on 7 or 8 years, and she went to the U up here and grad school, and she got a great job in Montana.
Oh.
And her career took her there. My career is here, my family's here, and it caused some distance, you know. And so the first line of that song, it's been 4 long weeks just waiting by the phone, you know. It's gonna be a hot, hot spring for waking up alone. And that was just my personal experience of going through that and needing her and just that kind of longing, you know.
There's this one song that to me, I don't know if you meant it to be, but to me, I listened to it and I'm going, okay, apparently Jeffrey Thomas likes Marvin Gaye, because, you know, it's just like it had that kind of that vibe. And so there's this one song, I'm going to put you on the spot and do a little command performance here, called You and I.
You and I.
Okay, what's the story behind that before I have you play that?
You and I was actually a co-write, and the other author's name is actually Jeff Thomas. Believe it or not.
No way, serious?
I swear.
Oh, wow.
Jeff and I have written a few songs together, and it's our homage to what's going on, Marvin Gaye.
Oh, okay, so I was right.
So yeah, there's a, hopefully we didn't rip it off too much if you're thinking that.
Okay, well, I loved it. And so I'm going to sit back, relax, and enjoy. So folks, here is a little sneak peek, you know, with Will Baxter and You and I.
Wherever the good times gone, tell me where, you can sing along, see? Have all the good times gone? We gotta come together, we gotta find a way. Let's come together and try to find a way to make tomorrow better than today. To make tomorrow better than today. So much hatred and violence and killing on the streets all across the world. Good people with nothing, no food to eat, no. So let's come together right now, right here today. Every brother and sister, let me hear you say, let's hear you say it, Doug. Let's make tomorrow better than today, yeah. Let's make tomorrow better than today. Let's make tomorrow better than today, better. Let's make tomorrow better than today. Let's make it better. You and I.
There you go, man. All right. Woo! That was sweet.
Thank you.
If you smell a fragrance, okay, you smell that apple pie or those gardenias or something, you go back to, grandma's house or something. But to me, music is that same kind of thing. You can hear that piece of music and you can remember, okay, I'm at this place and this time right here, right now. What's it mean for you to have somebody say, there's this one song that this guy named Will Baxter sings, that every time I think about it, I think about this.
That to me is leaving your mark. It's that song You and I that you heard and kind of connected to, And I think the greatest songwriters, that's probably their goal, is to reach people through music, through that message. And I love to leave a mark of a positive message, of togetherness and gratitude and humility and that we can rise above all this and come out better on the other side. And if I can leave my mark through these songs, through music, then that's my greatest dream come true.
Wow. Well, thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks, Doug. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
One of my favorite inspirational quotes is from Audrey Hepburn. She said, "To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow." Everyone has a story. Sometimes those stories are told through music. It's time for Jessop's Jukebox. Will talks about an emotion that most of us men kind of share, is sometimes we need help. I guess you'd call it permission to express ourselves. And so as Will puts it in this one, let me cry.
Darling, I'm feeling down. I've been lost and pushed around. Since you had to go, my heart's been beating slow. I don't know what to do. I don't want nothing but you. So let me cry a little more. And let me cry a little more. And please come home. Yeah, it's clear now. This is where we belong. Yeah, it is. And since you had to go, my heart's been beating slow. I don't know what to do. I don't want nothing but you. So let me cry a little more. And let me cry
these tears have washed me clean. But I'd be better off, baby, with you next to me. So let the miles fade away.
Baby, come back, come back, come back to stay. And don't let me cry anymore. And don't let me cry anymore. No. And don't let me cry anymore. And don't let me cry
This classic bowler was made about 1900 in London, England. It's called the Piccadilly. Life is never boring. Sometimes it's like it's made out of different puzzle pieces. Cheyenne Stevens explains. Welcome to this episode of Jessop's Journal. Today I'm at the Autorama with a very special woman by the name of Cheyenne Stevens. So Cheyenne, number one, thanks for sitting down and visiting with me.
No problem.
Now you've got something really, really cool behind us. What is it?
It's my Mustang for autism acceptance.
Okay, autism acceptance. Now I've heard of autism awareness a lot, but what is autism acceptance?
Autism acceptance is better, and it's more than just awareness. You can pass by people on the street and be like, okay, I'm aware you exist, but am I truly accepting of that person? Do I truly know that person? And acceptance is loving yourself and not caring that you have autism or you have Down syndrome or whatever you may be dealing with. Acceptance is just love change. And just embrace change and embrace these people into your life because they can change your life for the better.
Now, for people that don't know what autism is, how would you explain it?
We have meltdowns, we have hardships. Autism is scary for people that see you. Maybe you're in the grocery store and you plop down on the ground and you get overwhelmed. You do get overwhelmed. And stimming is kind of when you plop down on the ground, you're like, okay, I've had enough of this, and I'm just to my peak where I'm like, ah! But autism is so cool. I didn't really accept myself for who I was until after high school. And after high school, I'm like, you know what, I got this Mustang, and I'm like, I'm gonna embrace myself. I'm going to teach people and try to inspire people and educate people what it's like to have autism and autism acceptance. I feel like people need to love themselves and embrace themselves, and they can do whatever they want in life. If somebody's autistic, they can drive a car if they want to. If they want him, they can have their dream job. If they want to, go out. Make yourself do something great, do something incredible, see new sights that you have never seen before. Autism is not going to stop them.
Well, now one of the things that I look at is, because I have some friends that have autism, and the thing I look at is a lot of people have, for lack of a better term, a hyper-focus on certain things. So what's your hyper-focus?
My hyper-focus is really my car and really talking to people and teaching people, and I I'm not this talkative when I'm not with my car. I'm more like the person that does not want to be seen, does not want to be talked to, like keep away from me kind of thing. But when I'm with my car, I shine. My personality shines, and I'm able to focus on that person and focus on what that person needs. I've talked to people that have autism. I've taught people like how to handle their kids with autism. Because I was diagnosed when I was 13. So to me, it's like I want to better educate those parents that don't know how to go about autism.
Yeah. So for parents, what's the big advice that you give to a parent that has a child with autism?
The biggest advice that I give them is love them for who they are. Treat them like they don't have a disability. Treat them like everyone else, but don't teach your children that there's high or low functioning, because a lot of autistic people think there's no functioning labels. We're just autistic, and we're just trying to teach people and survive in this world and go through life. We are there to help people understand what autism's like. So I teach them like how to go about things as they grow up, because growing up is going to be hard for these kids because people don't understand about autism, right? People can be so cruel. You have bullies. They're mean to you. People get in your face about things. And I just want to tell those people, stop. Do you know that you're hurting these kids? Look and focus on what you're telling these kids. If you're putting them down, stop putting these kids down. Sorry? Because these kids are so awesome. And if you spend maybe 10 minutes getting to know us, you will truly find somebody worthy of acceptance.
Well, you've done some really cool things acceptance-wise. I love your car. So your car has a name. What is it?
Cookie Monster.
Okay, now I've noticed you have a little embellishments, and so what kind of things did you do in your car?
I did a lot of hidden puzzle pieces, because hidden puzzle pieces are fun for me because it's teaching people that you cannot see autism, but autism's there. The Cookie Monster helps little kids understand puzzle piece, like that cookie was a puzzle piece. Oh, that's autism, and they can relate to it.
Okay, now Cheyenne, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Okay. I got to ask, what is your favorite kind of cookie?
My favorite kind of cookie, though I have chocolate chip cookies on it, it's a sugar cookie. I really like sugar cookies because we like our sugar.
There you go. Well, Cheyenne, thank you so much for coming on Jessop's Journal. I appreciate what you do.
Autism is hard to explain. You may know about the lack of eye contact and other social skills, but do you know about the unique ability to look at things differently?
I'm Dr. Sean Murphy. I have autism.
Alexis Cruz deals with autism. ABC's hit series, The Good Doctor, illustrates the challenges, along with the strengths that you may not realize about people with autism.
It just blew me away of how accurate it feels like. I really do relate to that character.
I have a neurological condition. I will always have it.
With autism, there is no pill that will fix whatever social communication problems you have. There's nothing that will help you focus. And so we have to cope with that, use that to our ability. My superpower is my autism.
The left lung is in distress.
I can see solutions to problems that some people didn't know existed. I see multiple outcomes of certain things.
Stephanie McKay with the Columbus Community Center agrees.
Young adults often have hyperfocus. They can see patterns. They have different sensory experiences, make them see things differently.
What is Alexis's hyperfocus?
It's always art stuff. Anything to do with art, ever since I was able to hold the crayon.
That creative superpower has landed her a job as an apprentice with a local jeweler.
I will show people what I can do. Go ahead and underestimate me just because I have autism, but I'm going to show you what I am as a human being, not as a person with autism.
What advice does Alexis's mom, Cindy, have?
Get to know your kid and keep trying, because there are things that you think that they should be doing, because that's the normal, but they have a different set of normal, and that's okay.
Life is never boring. Sometimes you have something I like to call the wonderful world of regret. If you've ever had a tattoo or permanent makeup that you've fallen out of love with, the folks at Tattoo Away have come up with a pretty cool system that literally removes the ink out of the skin. Everyone has a story. Objects with stories are treasures remembered. Alana Schwab from Banbury, Connecticut sent me these pictures and the story behind her Russian samovar. Samovars became popular as a source of accessible hot water and for warmth from the bitter Russian winters. When Alana's great-great-grandmother and her family from Minsk, Belarus were fleeing the Cossacks in the late 1800s and trying to get to America, they hid this samovar in a blanket and disguised it as a baby. They arrived in New York and settled in Milwaukee. This tea server with the Russian writing has been passed down and was given to Alana by her mother. Everyone has a story. Objects with stories are treasures remembered. I know by now you're washing your nose, and I hope you're washing your hands. Clear nasal spray helps me breathe better. I think it'll help you breathe better as well. So come on, join me. You know you want to. Take a deep breath and relax. Thanks for watching this episode of Jessop's Journal, where we featured musicians and motors. It's my honor to share powerful, positive, and inspirational stories every week on TV, as well as worldwide at jessopsjournal.com. Everyone has a story, including you. Stories have power. They help us understand each other. With another entry into Jessop's Journal, I'm Doug Jessop.
Yeah, I've been lost, held, pushed around. Since you had to go, my heart's been beating slow.